Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with the practice question. Recently, Mapping and Exchange of Good Practices initiative for mainstreaming millets in Asia and Africa has been launched by Niti Aayog and the World Food Programme. India is the correct answer. Niti Aayog and the World Food Programme are going to launch the Mapping and Exchange of Good Practices initiative for mainstreaming millets in Asia and Africa on 19 July 2022. A compendium of good practices for scaling up the production and consumption of millets in India and abroad is to be compiled. World Food Programme is the United Nations food assistance arm. It has been working in India since 1963. Its work transitions from food distribution and technical assistance since the country achieved self-sufficiency in cereal production. Moving on, consider the following statements regarding the Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. It's a central sector scheme implemented from 2014 to 15. It is implemented under Green Revolution, 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 Yojana, which is correct. Second only is the correct answer. Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented from 2014 to 15. It aims for holistic development of horticulture in the country, covering fruits, vegetables, root and tuber crops, mushrooms, spices, flowers, aromatic plants, coconut, cashew and cocoa. All states and union territories are covered under MIDH. MIDH is implemented under Green Revolution, 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 Yojana. Nodal ministry is the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Which among the following best describe the windfall tax, tax levied by governments against certain industries when economic conditions allow those industries to experience above average profit? The Indian government has removed the recently imposed cesses and levies on diesel and aviation turbine fuel and the cess on export of petrol. A windfall tax is a tax levied by the government against certain industries when economic conditions allow those industries to experience above average profit. Windfall taxes are primarily levied on companies in the targeted industry that have benefited the most from the economic windfall, most often commodity-based business. Lok Adalat is one of the alternative dispute redressal mechanism. It is a statutory body is the correct answer. Recently, Rajasthan launched India's first digital Lok Adalat. It will be India's first AI-powered end-to-end digital Lok Adalat. Lok Adalat is one of the alternative dispute redressal mechanism. It is the forum where disputes and cases pending in the court of law or at pre-litigation stage are settled, compromised amicably. Lok Adalats have been given statutory status under the Legal Services Authorities Act of 1987. The award made by the Lok Adalats is deemed to be a decree of a civil court and is final and binding on all parties. Which of the following is the nodal ministry for the Rashtriya Swaraj Abhiyan? Ministry of Panchayati Raj is the correct answer. Recently, the government has restructured the centrally sponsored scheme of Rashtriya Swaraj Abhiyan as revamped RGSA. The primary objective of revamped RGSA is to develop the governance capabilities of the panchayats to deliver on SDGs which are covered within the purview of the panchayats. SDGs relating to poverty, public health, nutrition, education, sanitation, drinking water, livelihood generation are covered within the purview of panchayats. States have been advised to integrate SDGs in their training plans. Nodal ministry is the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Which of the following regarding adjournment motion is correct? It involves an element of censure against the government is the correct answer. Adjournment motion is introduced in the parliament to draw attention of the house to a definite matter of urgent political importance. It needs the support of 50 members to be admitted as it interrupts the normal business of the house. It is regarded as an extraordinary device. It involves an element of censure against the government and hence Rajya Sabha is not permitted to make use of this device. It should not cover more than one matter. When did the lion capital of Ashoka at Sarnath officially become the national emblem of India? January 26, 1950 is the correct answer. Prime Minister Modi recently gave the nation a first glimpse of the national emblem atop the new Parliament House. The lions, many alleged, looked too aggressive, which amounted to tampering with the original in a hurry to meet the deadline of the Central Vista project. On January 26, 1950, the lion capital of Ashoka at Sarnath officially became the national emblem of India. The emblem represents the seal of the Republic of India. In which of the following revolutions one of the earliest assertions regarding democratic rights of the citizens was made? French Revolution 1789 is the correct answer. More than 1.63 lakh Indians relinquished their citizenship in 2021 alone, according to the date tabled by the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. One of the earliest assertions regarding the sovereignty of the nation state and democratic rights of citizens was made by the revolutionaries in France 1789. The Glorious Revolution permanently established Parliament as the ruling power of England and later the United Kingdom, representing a shift from an absolute monarchy to a constitution monarchy. Brabant Revolution was a short-lived revolt of the Belgian provinces of the Austrian Netherlands against Habsburg rule. Irish Rebellion aimed at parliamentary reform and the elimination of British rule in Ireland. Moving on, which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution define as to who would be the scheduled tribes with respect to any state or union territory? Article 342 is the correct answer. The centre is reported to be considering granting tribal status to the Transgiri region of Himachal Pradesh's Sirmaur district. According to Article 342(1) of the Constitution, the President may, with respect to any state or union territory, and where it is a state, after consultation with the Governor, specify the tribes or tribal communities which shall be deemed to be scheduled tribes in relation to that state or union territory. In India, opium poppy crops are allowed to be sown in which of the following states? Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh and Rajasthan. Only Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan is the correct answer. C is the correct answer over here. India has opened up the highly regulated sector of producing and processing opium to private players. Bajaj Healthcare has become the first company to win tenders for producing concentrated poppy straw. It is used to derive alkaloids that are the active pharmaceutical ingredient in pain medication and cough syrup, and cultivation and processing of it is controlled by the provisions of the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act and rules. Cultivation of opium poppy is strictly regulated in the country, and the crops are allowed to be sown only in tracts of land notified by the central government in 22 districts in the states of MP, UP and Rajasthan. It has the second largest mangrove ecosystem of India and is a Ramsar site. It is the breeding place for the endangered saltwater crocodiles, which are the prime attraction here. It is inundated by the rivers Brahmani and Baitarni. The correct answer is Bhitarkanika National Park. Moving on. A record number of saltwater crocodiles laid eggs during the nesting season this year in Bhitarkanika National Park, situated in Odisha's Kendrapara district. Bhitarkanika National Park has the second largest mangrove forest in India and is a Ramsar site. It is a breeding place for the endangered saltwater crocodiles, which are the prime attraction. Bhitarkanika is located in the estuary of Brahmani, Baitarni, Dhamra and Mahanadi river system. Protected areas include the Bhitarkanika is represented by 3 protected areas: Bhitarkanika National Park, Bhitarkanika Wildlife Sanctuary and Gahid Matha Marine Sanctuary. India Innovation Index is launched by Ministry of MSME, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Niti Aayog, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Answer it correctly. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.